Welcome to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where I, comedian Joe Kilgallon, and comedian Jonah Jurkens, like to ask dumb questions, tell dumb stories, make dumb lists, and just have a dumb old time with you. Jonah, how are you, my friend?
I'm incredible.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am. I'm in a really good mood. I had a
I just
great
realized you
weekend.
put the glasses back on.
I did.
You had them off when I walked into your home.
I had them off because I was starting to get like little creases in my nose. This is a new thing because I'm new to glasses, and I got that, and I wanted to take them off to kind of clear that up a little bit. It looked like somebody punched me in my face.
When you had the glasses off when I walked in, I thought, who is this handsome man?
Yeah.
And now that you're wearing the glasses, I'm like, this guy's ugly as shit.
Yeah, I think I look
joking,
better.
Jonah, that was mean. I'm sorry.
In photos, I feel like I look better without my glasses, but on the video for this podcast, I think I look better because you can't see the creases underneath my eyes. It's bad because Daddy's getting a little old. I don't know if you know that.
I'm getting old too, man.
Yeah, well, that's kind of life, man. This is the oldest you've been.
This moment will be the oldest. And now this.
Guess what? Now this is.
Now this is. Yeah, man.
What's your secret? Are we going straight in? Oh, we're going into dark stuff now.
I kind of want to get into dark stuff.
Yeah?
You know what I thought about the other day? Why can't you support suicide without people thinking you're suicidal? You know what I mean?
Why can't you be like, if you hear about somebody killing themselves, you're like, yeah.
When I hear about someone killing themselves, I think, good for them.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're free now.
It's a scary thing to do. They got out of it.
It is a scary thing to do.
Okay, well, when you say it like that, it sounds like we need to call somebody.
No, see, that's what everyone thinks. But like, I am
because it's the phrase
suicidal.
They got out of it.
Oh yeah, well,
that's the phrase.
Well, okay,
not like I'm sure they're.
I don't know the pronouns.
I'm sure they were hurting, and I'm sure that they needed to. They thought they needed this, right?
Well, I don't know. I think that as they were jumping off that building, were they yelling freedom?
Like, okay, how about this?
Sweet
like,
release.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So if you're jumping off a building, right, to kill yourself, do you fall off or do you like excitedly jump off? Do you know what I mean? Because like falling, you're just like giving up. But if you're really excited about killing yourself, like you're gonna, like when you jump off a diving board, that's fun.
Yeah.
Man,
imagine witnessing that. They'll be like, he had a smile on his face the whole way down.
He sprung off that thing.
Yeah. Oh man,
he did a nosedive. Like, do you nosedive?
Swan dive. What's a nosedive? You just leave with your nose?
Yeah, swan dive. Like
a swan dive. Yeah. I don't know. Now I'm getting sad. Actually.
Really?
No, I'm not getting. Well, yeah.
I see a guy moonsault off a skyscraper to his death.
Oh yeah.
It's a straight couple backflips he did.
Well, yeah. He does the Macho Man thing with his hands.
Yeah.
And then
he like elbows it.
Elbow.
Or like what's Randy Orton's
RKO?
He RKOs like a dummy all the way down.
Yeah.
He's just like
he got a stuffed animal on his shoulder.
Or like he stuns somebody.
Oh, that would be sick.
See, I'm regretting bringing this up, even though this is very funny. You both are on your games today. I'm feeling very confident about this whole podcast. And just to give everyone a heads up, welcome to the podcast. Of course. Thanks for listening. We did Christmas movies last week. We're doing, is this a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
This week? Because there's a lot of movies that people like to debate. And obviously, there's the big one.
We're going to settle it today.
There's the big one, but then there's a million other ones. So we're going to get into that a little
Austin
bit.
has a list of almost 30, so I'm wondering what he's going to throw at us.
I think I like 25.
So it's going to be exciting.
I'll skip some depending on the vibe here.
Yeah. Speaking of vibe, I am regretting bringing up suicide to start the podcast, mainly because I now can't do it ever.
Suicide?
Yeah.
Because you have this clip?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So if I ever were to do it,
actually, make more sense if you did do. Yeah, but if you did do it, they'd be like, there were signs.
Yeah, people would be like, he basically told us.
And then also it's like, but no, because you can't. No, you actually can't commit suicide because then it makes me look bad and Austin look bad producer Austin, because you are actually asking for help, and we just laughed at your face instead.
Yeah, we came up with concepts with
right, like like the concept of like, what if we like maybe made like a human slingshot, and we slingshot at you off of the Sears Tower.
Yeah,
Willis
what if
Tower.
we recreated the scene in Titanic where the guy hits the propeller?
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't suicide. He just kind of fell.
Well,
right.
He jumped.
Yeah. What if we did like the nice guys thing, not nice guys, the other guys, the other guys thing, where we set up an awning that it was like clearly Joe thought he'd make it on the awning, and then you just crashed through to your death.
Dude, that was one of the best opening scenes of a fucking movie ever.
It was so funny.
That movie's so criminally underrated.
It's really good.
The other guys, Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg. That's what we need to do. Underrated comedies.
Yeah. If you want to laugh,
by decade.
If you want to get a good little like, oh man, what happened to you type of chuckle, go to Mark Wahlberg's Instagram. Have we talked about this before?
No, you talk about it off camera all the
Okay,
fucking
it's
time.
amazing. Like every Sunday, and I'm not making fun of what he's doing. It's just how he's doing it to me is very funny. Every Sunday, he's like, he's very religious now. Every Sunday, he's like, he goes, all right, pray up, yo, pray up, everyone, yo, pray up, and then he does like a little like thing, and he's always like, pray up, and then he also like he does drip check he owns Municipal. And he does, drip check, everyone, drip check. And it's all Municipal. And he's like, all right, man, see you. And then he pieces them out. And it's just, it gets funnier and funnier because it's just like, what happened to you? And he works out with gloves. And it's like, what are you doing, pal? Like these white, douchey.
Is he one of those crazy guys that's like, I wake up at 3:30 in the morning?
He also does 4 a.m. club.
Yeah, that's that. Yes, explain the 4 a.m. club.
Yeah, he goes, we're here 4 a.m. club because he works out at the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Explain to me what 4 a.m. club is.
I just told you. He works out at the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but then he makes it like a whole brand. You can buy
it's
fucking shirts that say
so it's a
4
whole like
club.
cult. It's a whole cult of people working out at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's what you wanted, right, Austin?
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
What's 4 a.m. club? They work out at 4 a.m. I put that together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. By the way, I've picked up on Austin's cues, not to show everyone how the sausage is made, but if Austin leans up and goes, talk about this, that means he thinks there's gold there.
Yeah, that means I need an end to the clip. Because I kind of want to make a Mark Wahlberg clip because that's funny. Like, I want to take a compilation of Mark Wahlberg going pray up.
Yo, pray up.
Because it is hilarious and a lot of people don't know he's just doing that now.
And that's why I then asked the question so you could get the question.
Yeah, that's how you do a podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
That's all.
Right.
Drip
I mean, I'm just drip check. Yo, drip check. Yo, drip check.
And also,
pray up. Hog Squad, pray up.
Can we ask Jonah how much apparel he owns of Mark Wahlberg's?
Municipal, I've actually owned quite a bit because I bought it sarcastically. And then I've grown to kind of like it. And then I check on new releases, and I have a lot of things in the cart to buy new stuff because I want to do a drip check with him. Actually, next podcast I'll be drip check, drip check, drip check. I was doing it with all the gays this weekend, and it was very fun. A lot of drip check.
We'll get to that in a second. You bought clothing that no one's heard of, ironically.
I did, and
I don't think people have heard of it. Have you ever heard of Municipal before?
No, I only know it because Jonah talks about Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Well, he's always in it, and then that's literally all he wears in the drip checks, and it's his life. His life is just an Instagram ad now. It's like the Wahlburgers. He has a Mexican place now. He has like some tequila or something. He loves Jesus. He it's like. It's just like, man, you were like a badass. You went to prison.
Money. Everything. He's obsessed.
He's obsessed.
That's all those guys do. It's all about making money for them.
I mean, it looks good for 50.
I know, but when does it stop? When do those people get to a point where it's like, I have enough money. I'm going to be a normal person for a minute.
Do you think he knows? Do you know what I mean? Do you think he knows? He's like, I got to do that again. I got to do it again. I have to, Or do you think he's just like, oh man, drip check. And then when it ends, he goes, drip check. Oh, dude, this fucking.
I don't know. Maybe he really likes it and all that shit.
Smoking a cigarette.
The dude it's always crazy to me, like people who spend time in prison who later become the biggest like religious people.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think it's because then they realize, shit, I have to make up for all the bad deeds?
Yeah, like Mark Wahlberg's like, maybe I shouldn't hit that guy with that lead pipe.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that when I was 19 or whatever.
Ended
up being a blessing in disguise. That's a horrible thing to say because that guy, I think, died or got fucked up real bad.
I think he lost his eye.
Lost his eye. Awful. But he went to prison and just worked out all day long and came out an underwear model.
He started
That's how he got like an 8-pack.
He started that trend. He literally started the trend of why now you and I have to look good. Like, I mean, I always look good, but like now like abs are a thing because of fucking Mark Wahlberg.
Because of Marky Mark before him.
Not like they are now.
Brad Pitt in that movie.
That was
after.
90s.
Oh, that was after.
Yeah,
wow.
This is like early
Fight
90s.
Club was after. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Marky Mark was like early 90s.
I was talking about what's the other Brad Pitt movie where he's shirtless? It's before Fight Club.
Snatch.
That's Thelma and Louise.
Oh, no.
Thelma and Louise.
It's Thelma and Louise, but that's still around the same time. But he's not as buff as
really
Mark Wahlberg is.
That's
Mark Wahlberg's Mark Wahlberg. That was a very good looking man, and a very fit person.
He's about 5'4" though, I think. Short guy.
That's hard. It's hard to stay fit at that height. I feel like the taller you are, to me, the better.
They're gonna be like, it's hard to stay tall.
It's hard to stay tall. Joe, you just can't stay tall.
It's every day I have to work out just enough to keep my height. It's funny because people are like, I have to work out every day to keep this certain weight, but they never say I have to work out every day to keep this height.
Yeah, where Joe's just like hanging in a strap like this.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I gotta keep the weight, brother. I gotta keep the height.
That's why I work on the core.
Yeah. That's what stretches you out.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back to something you.
Well, before this, you're not going to kill yourself, right?
No, guys, I'm fine.
Okay. So look at me and say, this is not help. It's time for help.
This is not a sign for help.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then you're like, hold on. Also, can you keep my PlayStation? And I'm like, oh, okay. Why'd you bring it with
I
you?
got a lot of autographs I want to hang over here if you want. Tell my sons I love them. No, my daughter too.
Oh.
I didn't mean to forget about her, although she's 2 months old.
Yeah.
But so, no,
Do you forget about your daughter sometimes?
No, it was the first time I ever did because
I
always say sons out loud because I've had sons for longer than I've had a daughter.
Not in a shitty, like, oh, that's right, I have a daughter. But just in this, like, for so many years, you've had such a routine.
Yeah.
Right? And now you have to add a new thing into that routine. And whenever I do that, I always kind of forget about the new thing. Like if I'm taking a pill.
Yeah.
Like are there times where you like pack up your car and you're just like, all right, 1, 2, all right, let's go. Oh shit. We need a third.
I have not had that happen.
Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't make you a bad father. I'm just like,
it would actually. You're the first person I'll call if I forget a whole human being.
the first person you should call is probably for your daughter. That happens.
Yeah. There used to be, was it Russ Williamson? Some comedian had a joke because there was a stupid ad thing where it's like,
shoe in the car.
Take your shoe off and put it in the back seat. That way when you get out of your car, you'll be like, oh yeah, my shoe is in the back. I have a child with me. Because there's all these stories of parents just driving to somewhere, parking and forgetting they had a kid in the car. And the windows are up and the kid dies.
Yeah.
And it's like, how the fuck do you, that's just insane to me.
I know. And that's one kid. Yeah. You know, if they had 5, I would be a little bit more understanding. If they got 4 out of 5 out.
Imagine if one of the kids was old enough to be like, Dad, why'd you just throw your shoe back here?
Right? In case I forget about you.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm old enough to talk. I can just open the door.
I'll just open the door. But even if even like you're 4, a 4-year-old would still be like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never understood. I don't think have you ever been, I don't remember ever being left in the car. And that was back when I was
I remember being left in a car where it's like, I got to go inside to pay for the gas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like for like longer than a 5-10 minute stop.
Nothing longer than 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah. No, I don't remember sitting there for like an hour.
No.
What the fuck would I have done? I've been bored out of my mind. I can leave the car running.
Yeah, these shitty ass parents.
The bad parents out there.
There's bad parents out there.
It's too many. Which is why we have a lot of bad people. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to segue into this now. You were in Denver.
With a lot of not bad people.
With a lot of great people.
A lot of great people.
You mentioned a little bit earlier, but you tell us what you're doing in Denver.
Yeah, so my girlfriend, one of her best friends, has a onesie party every year, and he used to be in Chicago, moved to Denver, and it's just like this huge. They're all gay. He's gay, so it's all of his gay friends, and it's just like this fucking almost amazing onesie party blowout. There's like 100 people there on Saturday. He makes like 7. He's huge into cocktails, so he makes like 7 different like cocktails. And I know because of the cocktail thing. I'm gonna let you laugh it out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Right.
It's just so he's a gay man.
Joe, grow up. So you're at this cocktail, right?
He likes cocktails.
Yeah, grow up, Joe. So you're at a cocktail.
He's huge into cocktails.
He's huge into cocktails.
Guys, grow up. Okay. Come on. Okay. Sorry. So you're at this cocktail party, right, with all these gay guys, and they all are grabbing different cocktails. And basically, like, you have to find all the different cocktails, right, because you want to put them in your mouth, right? And some of them are sweeter than the other ones. Some of them are darker than the other ones. Some are fat. Some are short. But no matter what, all the cocktails need to be put in your mouth. So, like, the whole point of it is you find it. Okay. Are you giggling again?
No.
Or you're giggling again?
I'm trying.
Both of you fucking giggling again?
I want to hear about. Tell me about these drinks you made.
Right. So they're cocktails, right? And sometimes it's kind of nice because they're like behind like a shelf or whatever. So like he has to put the cocktail behind him, and then sometimes they're in front. So then it all depends what you want to do. But most of the time you have to bend over for the cocktail, and it's or you look up high or grab. But sometimes it's 2 in one hand. Sometimes there's 1 in each hand, and or sometimes there's like multiple cocktails that are put together for like one experience. Do you know what I mean? So it's okay. It's not. You guys are still laughing at this.
It's kind of run its course now.
That was the last one I had.
That
was the last one I had.
What was the cum joke? Damn it.
Well, because at this party the cocktails never finish.
So what was the best onesie you saw there at the onesie party?
Well, I mean they're all different kinds. It's just like you just forget how hot these people are. It's crazy how hot. It's like 100 of the hottest guys you ever seen in your life. And which is really interesting is we were staying with a bunch of them, and one goes, hey, I have to jump in the shower. Can you have my phone? Because I have delivery. That's also how they all talk to each other. Like, hey, just do this for me. And they walk away, and you're like, God damn, people talk like this to each other. And he goes, here's my password, get out. Or like, here's my password and let me know if the food comes or whatever. I'm going to shower real quick. And then he gives it to another gay guy, and then he puts the phone to his face, and then his face unlocks the other guy's phone because they all look exactly the same. Because they all have like really chiseled faces with kind of like me, like scruff on your face. I don't really have a chiseled face, but scruff. And they're all like around the same height, kind of a little different, but it's just insane how you just like, he's like, what was your password again? And let him in. He goes, God damn it. Do we all look alike? And I was like, oh, you motherfuckers look alike. And Joe, have you been hit on by a gay guy?
Yes.
Feels good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you need to go.
Hit by anybody feels good.
I know, but you should
going to a gay bar in Chicago with a couple of waitresses from the Laugh Factory. This would have been like 10 years ago. I didn't know I was going to a gay bar. They were like, we're going to this next bar. A bunch of people were out, so I was like, sure. And a couple of our friends, Kenny DeForest, RIP, the 1 year anniversary of his passing, it was him and Maddie Ryan were going to meet me there. And then they didn't, which I didn't care. But then as we're walking up, I'm like, oh, we're going to Hydrate? You've heard of Hydrate? I'm like,
yeah, of course.
Like I feel a little uncomfortable. And they're like, don't be one of those fucking straight guys that can go to a gay bar. I'm like, no, I can go to a gay bar, but I know what's going to happen. You two are going to go in there, start dancing with gay guys. And I'm going to be standing by myself. And it's going to, like, if I had some friends with me, then it's fine. But I just know that the dynamic's going to get weird. They're like, oh, so full of yourself. You think you're just going to get hit on left and right? And I go, yes, I am.
Right.
Okay. I'm wearing a suit. And I'm very good looking.
That first
this
part
was
didn't
like
help you at all.
26-year-old Joe Kilgallon. I'm getting hit on.
I'm not saying you're not attractive, but you're wearing a suit at a gay bar, at a gay bar club. That's a little.
It was charcoal gray, and it was fitting well.
I'm not saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying you didn't look good.
And I had a blue dress shirt underneath, charcoal gray.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like what you're wearing now.
Right.
Charcoal gray with blue under.
Oh yeah, I got a little blue under the fucking gray. This is more of a heather gray, but true.
Sure.
So they were like, "You're being ridiculous. You're being ridiculous." I'm fine. Walk in within 30 seconds. Hit on it. I looked right at me like, fucking see, you know, and it was fine. I told the boys, hey, sorry, I'm not into it. I support it. Support you.
Yeah.
I'll vote whatever it needs to have to make your lives better. But you know, I'm just gonna be over here.
Yeah.
Having my drinks, having my cocktails.
100% into it. Love it. You know, that's why I'm happy.
That's not surprising.
My confidence feels good. Like it's just good to be, you know, told that you're attractive.
Oh, of course. I mean, I like it,
but
I feel awkward telling them no. I just feel mean.
Oh, but like it's like I think that's changed a little bit. Like I think that now that it's more like you can infiltrate them a little bit better, you know? Because like but they still are going to flirt with you kind of hard, right? And that was an interesting experience that I had, or interesting thing that I saw is, you know, it was one of Laura's gay friends. It was this super funny guy. He was like talking about this guy comes up to him and he's just like, oh my God, you're so cute, whatever. And he's just like, I just don't know how to hit on. He's like, I just like don't understand how to hit on gay guys. And she's like, are you gay? He goes, yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what to do. And he's like, you just go up to somebody and you just grab them. And then you just basically say like, you know, like what you want to do them in their ear. And that's when I was like, yeah, because they don't have a woman to tell them that's not right. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's why it's just like gay men are just like what the world would be if women never said no. It's like this weird like dynamic where like that works in the gay community because they're both men and they both think that that's what you're supposed to do. And they don't have like a woman being like, that's really fucked up to do that. It was kind of interesting where I'm like, okay, yeah, this is just like if just, you know, if there's no guards on anything. And made me really laugh because that guy hit on me later that he gave the advice to, and he wouldn't stop fucking touching me, and like was kind of like, it wasn't like in a way where I was like, dude, this is like kind of like, nah, you gotta stop, but it was like pretty aggressive.
Like, because people have to be reminded that gay men are still men. So they still act like dudes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I used to joke saying that gay guys are just frat boys who like dick.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. You ever walk down Halstead Street in Chicago? They're shouting shit out windows. They're doing all the stuff straight guys do, but towards other dudes.
Oh my God. All these guys, like some guy went up to another guy in a onesie and just ripped his onesie down. And like, you know, and he was wearing like a thong or whatever, and that was out. But it was just like, and they were like, so fun. And you're like, could you imagine if some guy did that to like some random girl at a bar, just being like, take this off. What are you doing with that?
That guy's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of dudes would try to play hero and be like, what the fuck you doing? There's a big fight. And then, you know, he's getting banned from that bar, arrested possibly. Yeah. Because you just violated. It's violations.
When this happened, 99 people cheered. And like wooed and like.
I want to be gay in my next life.
It's so much more fun. Like it makes, I mean, like that was bad transition to what we're talking about. But it is so like, it's just, it feels freeing. And they're also, they're so fucking funny, you know?
I just wish they had vaginas, you know?
They do. They're just not in the same place that you're used to. But yeah, maybe you should go. You should go with me next year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To the onesie party?
Yeah.
What kind of onesie you rock?
I was rocking a panda. I had a panda onesie on, which was pretty good. I like that one. There's a lot of onesies with the bottoms open, which was funny.
Yeah,
on the back.
How else do you take a shit?
I know. And then like it was kind of funny. Like they did, in Saltburn, where the guy like they have a cum bath in Saltburn.
Oh yeah,
that was one of the drinks. So he made this drink that looked like cum. It wasn't real cum in it.
Okay.
They made a drink that looked like cum, and then you had to like put it out of the bath and put it there. They made a substance drink that you had to they had a syringe and you had to like take it out and put in your mouth, and it was like there's a hot tub toddy.
How many women were there?
Not a lot. Which is kind of nice. I mean, Laura was there, and they all love Laura, and it's weird where Laura's just like, yeah, I'm like, nobody here, nobody's even giving me attention, and I was like, I know, it's great.
She must have liked it because it's for women. They like hanging out with gay men because it's like a break.
Yeah,
and straight guys like hanging out with gay men because we don't get hit. Women don't hit on men the way men hit on women.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for women hanging around with gay men, it's like, oh, finally I get to relax. So I don't have to worry about some scumbag trying to, put on the moves.
There were 2 girls that I fucking hated. There was one girl that she took her onesie off or zipped it down and like did this, and like her tits were kind of out, but not all the way. You could still bra a little bit. And she was like, "Are you straight? Are you straight? Are you straight? Somebody tell me if they're straight. Somebody, I need a straight man right now." And it's just like, I'm straight up, and now I'm straight up think that you're a fucking psychopath. Like who? Like that is like the most desperate thing ever. And then another girl, kind of bigger girl, was walking around being like, "I'm sorry, I'm straight. I'm so sorry, I'm straight. And I'm just a bad person." To like,
well, that's annoying.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, because they don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
they don't mind.
Yeah,
it's not like they're trying to recruit.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Especially
it's just like, why?
Her.
Yeah. Why do you have to be like? You're here. Like, why is anybody mad at you? Like,
yeah, you got invited.
Yeah,
you must be friends with someone.
Let's have fun.
Yeah, she sucks.
Yeah,
the one girl probably just got drunk and wanted some dick.
Yeah,
and was desperate for it. You know what I mean? Kind of funny. In a sense.
I gotta tell you this real quick though. So we went to a party before because I want to know your opinion on this. We went to the bar the night before. We went to a bar and I was hanging out with a friend of mine who's like obviously gay. His name, I don't want to say his name, but we go to the bar to order a drink, right? And then there's this dude that sits down, this old black dude.
This in Chicago?
This is in Denver.
Oh, in Denver.
This old black dude sits down. And I have my drink kind of where he's sitting, and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I grab my drink and I move it over, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, man, you sitting here?" He's this old black dude, and he it looks like his name should be like James or something like something like that, and
a classic old black guy name, James. What?
Yeah,
that's not. No, that's
my name, asshole.
I'm saying that's
of all, classic
nothing wrong with that, but
fine, Clarence. It looks like his name should be Clarence.
Thank you.
All right, cool. This is the first thing that came in my head.
Jedediah.
All right, yeah.
I guess James Brown. I'm trying to think. I just can't think of a lot of old black guys with the name James.
Oh, there's so many. That's
a lot, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think it would be like Willie.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
There's a lot.
James Earl Jones. James Brown.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. James Baldwin.
James Brown and Jim Brown. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. So he goes. So I go. "Oh no, man, you can sit there. It's cool. I was just I'm standing with my friend here." And then he looks over and he goes, "What's all gonna happen with Trump right now?" And we're like, "What?" He goes, "What's gonna happen with Trump right now?" And we're like, we didn't know if it's like, are you a Trump guy? Are you a Biden guy? What's gonna happen? And he goes, "More importantly, the guy that shot that CEO, is he a hero?" We're like, yeah, but we were like, I don't know how to answer this right now. And then he goes, "That's not the fucking question." He hits his hand up. "Is he a fucking hero?" And we're like, what are you doing? And then my friend goes like, "Well, I think in some communities, like, what he did obviously was wrong, but like, some people are like, what he's fighting for is sparking a truth, and people are speaking about it. So he's starting a conversation. I think that's the part that's good of it." He goes, "So is he a hero? Is he a fucking hero?" And he wouldn't fucking stop, like to the point where people were coming by being like, "Do you guys have a problem?" And he's like, "No, man, I got no problem. I just want the truth. Is he a hero or is he not?"
I love this guy.
So we walk away for a second, and then he looks over and he looks at my friend and he goes, "You look like John B." John B is a 90s R&B singer, right? And the guy goes, "I don't know who it is." He goes, "You know who John B is because you look just like him. You are John B." And then he goes, "John B, is he a hero or is he not?" And then he ended up getting so drunk his basically fell asleep at the bar.
That guy's the hero.
No, he's not. How would you have handled that?
The guy at the bar I said was a hero.
Yeah, but how would you handle that
the other guy might, the assassin might be a hero too. How would I have handled that?
Yeah.
How
What are you doing?
Give him the truth.
What is the
you walk
thought
away.
process?
You walk the fuck away. You walk away.
I know.
Yeah, you just got to walk away. What else can you do? You'd be like, I don't
What's
know,
your
man.
walk away tactic? Just
Just be like, I don't follow the news. What happened?
yeah.
And then just keep confusing him to the point where you just walk away.
Have you ever had a thought like that where you're like, I want to know what this random person thinks about this highly touchy subject?
No, of course not.
Right.
I'm a pretty normal person for the most part.
For the most part.
In typical social settings, I'm a very normal person.
Right.
Very much so. I know when not to bother people. I know when to bother people too.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never gotten drunk to the point where I'm like, I'm desperate to hear people's thoughts. I'm desperate for attention. Well, no, that's not true. I've gotten drunk where I'm desperate for attention, but, and you know, I don't get that. The guy you're describing.
Do you see how uncomfortable you're feeling about this? That's how uncomfortable. Think about being in person.
I've been around that. I've been to bars where there's some drunk lunatic all by themselves that came with nobody, knows nobody else there.
Right.
And they're just looking to fucking cause controversy and stir shit up.
Do you think instead of gay bars, they should have lunatic bars where we just put all those people in there?
You couldn't pay a bartender enough for that.
I know. But there's so many lunatic bartenders out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, then there you go.
Right?
They all gravitate towards each other.
Can you do that?
Yeah, it's called prison.
Yeah,
That's my question.
You
They
can
don't have
market
bars in
anything.
prison. They should have bars. They should have.
Bars in prison.
Yeah, and it's just called bars.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
Yeah.
I mean, they're behind bars.
Right,
If
'cause
you
it's
saw
bars in prison.
Shawshank, as soon as they got those beers, guess what? They worked for those beers, and then guess what? They all shaped up next couple of weeks.
They were calmer. They were better. They were better prisoners.
Get a bar in there. Reward them with a little bar time. There you go. And there's your lunatic.
I think a
bar.
lot of them were alcoholics, and that's why they ended up in prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Beating the shit out of people. A little battery.
Yeah.
Something mixed in with a little salt.
A little salt.
You look a little better with your
A little
assault.
pinch of assault.
A little pinch of assault with that battery.
That's pretty good.
And then if you put that in AI, they make a picture of Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the name of a movie? Assault and Battery?
Assault Precinct 13.
Yeah. There's
Oh.
probably a movie named Assault Battery also.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, there should be a wrestling tag team. Assault and Battery.
Assault and Battery. That'd be a good
Yeah.
one.
Let's get to the main event of this podcast. Last week we
Right.
did Christmas Gauntlet, where Austin was giving us Christmas movies, and we were going back and forth, and we came to the conclusion of our favorite one. That was a lot of fun. I had a good time with that. This week, because
What was the favorite one?
it was Christmas Vacation.
That's correct. Very good.
And and this week we're doing another Christmas Gauntlet, but it's movies that are like Christmas adjacent. Basically, is this a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
And we're going
Is
to do
this?
the best of that tier.
Yeah. So are we going to do it where I name a movie and it's just the movie and you guys have to decide if it's Christmas or not?
I think we should do that, and then I think we should do the Gauntlet after that.
If we have time.
If we have
If
time.
we have time.
We'll
It's
cut,
just-
we'll
Yeah,
cut yours down. Cut it down.
yeah.
This could be a two-parter, though, also, maybe.
Yeah,
Who knows?
because I like the idea
don't really have
again
an idea for the
inside
second
baseball
episode,
yeah.
of clipping out is this Christmas or not?
Yeah.
Like that's the main question. Because again, I do have quite a bit, and there's some fun ones. I think there's a lot of movies you guys have mentioned throughout that maybe you forgot. Are
Yeah, so
Christmas
why don't we
movies.
do that? So
Jonah has a whole fucking list of his own. It's in the middle of the list. It's just a run of Jonah movies.
I just watched this a couple days ago, and if I
It's probably on the list, Jonah.
no, I'm just saying Just Friends should have won last week's.
Oh, I actually
so
cut
Just
that.
Friends
it's
is the
so
best Christmas movie.
I
it's
actually
up
cut
there.
that.
Could
from
that
the
not
clip.
taken place?
Yeah.
Sorry, real quick. Could that not taken place any other time of the year, though, that movie?
Yeah, of course, but it's very it's
That's why it's not the best.
very
You see,
centered around
That's a
Christmas.
criteria for this
That's
list.
a criteria
Joe.
for
There
this
you
list.
go.
It really is.
okay. So
All right,
yeah, why
lead
don't we do
off.
this?
Lead
Wha-
off, yeah. Sorry.
Let's do this. Let's determine if it's gonna be if it is a Christmas movie or not, right? And then we're gonna open up next week's with a gauntlet and figure out of those movies which ones are the best.
Yeah, we can eliminate the ones that you guys didn't think were Christmas.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good. Because again, there's a lot. So let's
Right.
do it. You guys ready?
Yes.
We're starting with the classic. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes or no?
Can I lead off with this?
Yes, you can.
I want to start off with this. The big debate over the last probably 10 years now is Die Hard a Christmas movie. I am going to say yes,
Oh.
but I need to explain further. It's a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas party. You know, there's Christmas in the background. There's even a couple Christmas songs, I believe.
Mhm.
So then when I say this to people, they go, oh, well, then there you go. Die Hard, best Christmas movie ever. No, it's not. Is Die Hard maybe the best action movie ever? Yeah. It's a great fucking movie. It's one of my, it's every dude's favorite or every woman's favorite. It's one of the best, maybe the best action movie of all time.
I mean, it started the genre Die Hard on a like Die Hard on a bus. Speed,
Yes, yeah.
Right. Die Hard on a plane. Air Force One. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, 100%. But as a Christmas movie, no, it's not a great Christmas movie. I will admit it is a Christmas movie, but it's not a great Christmas movie because it could have, that story, that plot could have happened at a different time of year. She could have been at a work retirement party. She could have been at a work, fucking end of the quarter party, or we could have been celebrating whatever. It did not need Christmas to be part of that movie for it to be a great movie. It could have been just these guys hijacked the building at a certain time. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas like Home Alone needs Christmas. Right. Christmas Vacation needs fucking Christmas.
Right.
A Christmas Story needs Christmas.
But I would say, I'm going to agree with you on this, but I'm going to kind of like put an asterisk, because I would say that I don't think it is a good Christmas movie, but I think it does have to be a Christmas movie because it is the only event that would make a split up couple make the guy visit her, because he's also now he's visiting her for her work thing, but also to see his kids. That's not going to happen on 4th of July. Do you know what I mean?
As birthday.
I don't know, man. John McClane's an American. That definitely happened on the 4th of July.
Yeah, but
offices don't have a party on the 4th of July like that.
Exactly.
I got
right.
All right. Well, fair. Even if I go along with that,
I think as a plot device, Christmas is actually used subtly in a way that it does make it a Christmas movie.
As a literary device, it makes Hans more evil that he's doing this during Christmas time rather than just a random day in summer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, both of you made great points that I now agree with, because I'm a very open-minded person. I still go with not a great Christmas movie.
But is it a Christmas movie?
Yes. I started by saying it is.
Okay.
I did. I let off by saying it 100% is a Christmas movie, but it's not a great Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's a great action movie, but it's not a great Christmas movie. It doesn't put me in the Christmas spirit. It doesn't put me like in a like, let's go get all holly and jolly and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just, it doesn't have that vibe to it. It puts me in I want to go kill a bunch of people who are doing evil shit and putting my fucking loved ones in jeopardy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think it's like it's a great action movie that happens to be on Christmas, but uses Christmas in a way that it is a Christmas movie.
I agree.
Right.
It's a Christmas movie, but it's not a good Christmas
Some
movie.
of my favorite movies use Christmas as like help for the theme.
Yeah.
But not about the story.
It's just not about Christmas.
No, but it helps
doesn't-
Die Hard's theme of like family and evil. But it's not like, yeah, you're right. Like,
And
it doesn't take away from the cool explosions and shit. Like, it doesn't add to that.
I disagree with the people who say, well, 100% it's a Christmas movie, because let me remind everyone, that movie came out in theaters in July.
Yeah.
What Christmas movies come out in theaters in July?
Mm-hmm.
Even they knew what they were doing. They knew that people were going to walk out of that thinking this was a great blockbuster action movie.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't going to walk out of there being like, it's so weird that came out in July, because you know what I want right now? I want some hot cocoa to be by the fireplace. Like, no, they knew what the fuck they were doing. 99% of Christmas movies come out around Thanksgiving so they could dominate the theaters during the Christmas movie run. Like the movie Red 1 is out right now. That's a Christmas movie, I believe.
It's not. Yeah, but it's not dominating the.
It's not. Well, I guess it's not.
Joe,
but-
I will say I would probably up that it's 30% of Christmas movies come out, because like a lot of them, and especially on this list, came out in June and July, because by the time it's done with its theater run, they're being sold as DVDs and VHSs by Christmas time. So now people are buying
Yeah, I
them to
guess
watch
back
at
in the
home.
day. I just remember Home Alone came out around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The movie The Santa Claus came out around Thanksgiving
Yeah,
or so.
like the real Christmas movies do.
You're also forgetting the fact that like blockbuster films never came out during Christmas. So that's the problem. Is like
That's the art house like month is Christmas time.
now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
even back then it was like January. You know, January's kind of like the dump month.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Like yeah.
It's a horrible month.
But it's like December was then too, because people didn't come out for Christmas movies like they do now. Because that's a big tradition for me. Like, I mean, my family would always go to a movie on Christmas Day, and I that wasn't the case then. I don't believe.
No, it was mainly. I always associate that Jewish people did that. Like,
Yeah,
the media
is.
told me that's what Jewish people did on
They
Christmas.
got
Day,
Chinese.
was
Do you know why the
go
media
to
told you that
movie.
Jewish people did that?
Why?
You don't need to figure that out. You
Okay.
can figure that out.
Who controls the media?
I didn't know. I was wanting him to say that.
Yeah, no, I know.
By the way,
I
saying
know.
that on a YouTube podcast, we just got 100,000 new followers. That's
Let's
how I
go.
know.
Let's
Let's
fucking
go.
Let's push
go.
it.
All right, what's next?
So we said that
It is a
Die
It
Hard-
Christmas
is a
movie.
Christmas movie.
It
Yes.
is. Okay. The next one, I haven't seen this one, but is The Ref a Christmas movie?
Yes, it is. Have you seen The Ref?
Is that with Dennis Leary?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is that movie.
Yeah, and Kevin Spacey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me
No,
the plot,
but-
Jonah.
It is a robber. What exactly happens? A robber. It's like a robbery that goes awry, and then for some reason I forget why, but then he holds up a family, which is Annette Bening and Kevin Spacey, who will be unnamed, I guess.
You just
Yeah. So he holds them up in their house so he can figure out a way to get out of this town while the police are looking for him.
Yeah, he was on the run. From what I read, he's on the run. He breaks in their house to hide, and then he ties him to chairs like Indiana Jones' Last Crusade style, with back to back.
But then the kid and the problem is the kid and the family comes over, so they can't tie everyone up. So basically, he pretends to be because this is a couple that's breaking up too. So he pretends to be their therapist to
like
be
a
there.
family dinner happens that same night.
So that's why it's a Christmas movie, because like the family's all coming over because it is Christmas, right? And the problem is the family is having problems. The mother and father is having problems. So then, in some weird way, Dennis Leary actually ends up helping the marriage. Do you know what I mean? Because he's stuck with them. So, but it could be a Thanksgiving movie too. That's the thing is,
it's Christmas. It takes place at Christmas.
No, I'm saying, but it could be a
families don't only come over for a holiday. Is my point. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I always, just to be clear to the listeners, I always thought the biggest criteria for is it a Christmas movie or does Christmas have to be there? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's something to think about. So is the rough a Christmas movie?
I mean, it's technically Christmas movies. It's like families getting together, or something happens to change somebody to like then bring their family closer together. So in that respect,
Sounds like a family movie.
That's not a family movie. It is a family movie.
Not all family movies are Christmas movie. Family movies are its own genre. They're not always Christmas.
Yeah, but this is rated R. It's not like family movies usually is like
it's rated R too.
It is rated R. It's actually I used to watch the movie like every week. I love this movie.
I'm going to say no, and it's because you mentioned that it could have happened on Thanksgiving.
It could have, but then there's a Home Alone plot device of like robbers robbing your house because you're gone for the holidays. You don't really leave for Thanksgiving. I guess you do leave for Thanksgiving. Yeah, you do.
It's one of the biggest travel weekends of the year.
Yeah.
This past Thanksgiving set a record for traveling.
Really?
Yeah, 2 weeks after no one could afford eggs, everyone went traveling.
So so to be a Christmas movie, it has to take place during Christmas for it to work, right?
I mean, I feel like that's rule number one.
That's pretty. So it's not asking too much.
In that way, even though I do believe, then yes, it is not a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going.
Good movie.
That's good.
Great
That's
movie.
fair.
Dennis Leary is pretty good in it.
Yeah, I included because it was super high rated on a lot of lists.
Not gonna lie,
I haven't seen it.
Kevin Spacey's pretty good at it.
He's always good.
He's always good.
I'm not lying anymore. He's fucking good.
He's
He was
good.
good in Fred Claus.
He's a great actor. He's just a horrible person.
Did you watch that documentary with him?
No, I don't. I already know.
What
he's
a
bad.
piece of shit.
I know he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
All right, now this one I think this one's pretty easy. Is Trading Places a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look, he dresses up as a Santa. The movie's about greed and how evil it is to be greedy around that time of year, especially. So I think Trading Places. God, I haven't seen that in so long, so I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anything specific. Could that movie take place any other time of year?
I mean, how could Dan Aykroyd get into that one party without a Santa Claus outfit?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to say yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but by popular, people always watch around Christmas.
It's funny. I just haven't seen it in a really long time. Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd. I mean, this is two of the bigger comedic '80s stars. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll say it's Christmas.
But it somewhat has kind of like I've never seen this movie, but a Wonderful World thing where the guy Wonderful Life, where he changes, right? Isn't that what happens?
Change for the better, yeah.
No, I've never seen it.
Really?
It's black and white. I don't watch shitty old movies.
It's not black and white.
Eddie Murphy is in a black and white movie.
No, Trading Places. We're talking about Christmas, not Christmas Story.
Wonderful Life.
A Wonderful Life.
A Wonderful Life is black and white. Yeah. I was with Austin. I thought you meant Trading Places was in black and white.
No. But the point is that like, or like Scrooge, where like there is that like line that they took each other's places, but it changed them into better people, right?
Yes.
Which is like a Christmas Carol plot.
I say yes.
Yeah.
I say yes to this.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes to as well.
Yes.
Okay. Good one here. Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie?
No.
I go no.
No.
I like Lethal Weapon.
It's an LA Christmas movie too.
I don't.
I hate LA Christmas movies.
LA Christmas movies are rough.
Austin and I disagree on this one. It is a good movie. But Christmas has nothing to do with it. I think all it was just like, we kind of fun to play Christmas music up front, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Yeah.
Right? It'd be kind of fun to, speaking of which, it'd be fun to watch a lady jump off a building during Christmas music because for her, it was joyous, maybe.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet relief.
Mm-hmm. Sweet relief. Joe.
Freedom. Merry Christmas. That'd be funny if you jump off a building to kill yourself around Christmas time. You yell, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Just ho, ho.
You don't even make it to the Happy
it's like,
Hanukkah part.
Never mind.
Too dark?
No, I was trying to say to one whatever.
Oh, Merry Christmas to all and good night.
No, to all a great fall.
A great fall.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to all and to all a great fall.
So we're saying no to Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Lethal Weapon 2 is better.
This is another classic argument. Is Batman Returns a Christmas movie?
No. Look, I like Batman Returns, but it's a Batman movie, which means it could have happened whenever. It's
a Christmas
interesting
movie.
that Christmas shopping's going on.
All the things the Penguin does is all Christmas related. Like his evil henchmen are all look like little elves, kind of.
Penguins? They're penguins.
They're penguins, man.
Are you talking about the clowns?
Oh, the clown
clowns.
guys? Yeah, that confused me. Were they like leftover from Joker from the first movie?
No, he just finds
'Cause that was
misfits from who kind of look like him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So his whole thing is that he was like abandoned on Christmas also.
Right.
So like he is like a product of like Christmas.
Yeah.
Have you been watching The Penguin on HBO Max?
I
Or
watched
Max?
the first two.
I watched the first episode. I liked it. It's good, but in my brain, I'm like, this is so weird because I thought the Penguin is the Penguin from Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
This waddly looking penguin
Borg,
guy
yeah.
who was deformed and given up by his parents, but it turns out his parents were rich people. But apparently there's another storyline where it's like, no, he was this mobbed up guy, like a Tony Soprano, just walked with a waddle. So that's eventually how they give him the penguin
He was
thing.
always like he was always this henchman
Yeah.
who like wanted to be Tony, but then he never became it. So, but then this one they made him Tony. So
Well, the penguin becomes a sizable villain, in the comic books,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, he makes his own name, but he's never like top dog ever.
Ah,
Sadly.
gotcha. You cannot recognize Colin Farrell in that at all.
No, it's good. He'll win
crazy.
the Golden Globe.
His voice is he does a good accent in that movie. You think Batman Returns is?
I think it is.
I would say yes too.
Yeah.
If you take it away, you lose like a lot of shit.
Yeah, you kind of lose the plot or like his driven force for the Penguin.
When did it come out?
Like what? I'm sure it was
What
June
what
of
time of year?
1992.
Well, find out.
I thought,
Maybe,
I thought it
maybe
came
not.
out during Christmas. So this is when Christmas are big movies, big releases.
Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, the scenes where there's Christmas shopping going on and they're trying to show Gotham, this town that obviously has massive income inequality, where it's like it feels like the rich people in Gotham really were really rich.
June 19th, 1992.
Really?
Damn
Okay.
right, you called it.
Let's go,
Wow.
baby.
But yeah, Christmas movie.
I remember seeing that in the theater too. I think I saw it in the theater.
I mean, the last line's
I saw it in the
also
theater.
like "Merry Christmas." Like it's like you're like yeah, and then you watch, you're like, fuck, this is Christmas. Like the trees, the snow, the gift giving.
Yeah, it also
Like,
makes
it's
Christopher Walken look more evil, like because like the evil like businessman like entrepreneur guy like during Christmas is always worse.
Yeah, he's like like he's trying to make capitalism.
Yeah.
It's-
Capitalist pig.
It also makes the movie look gorgeous.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Tim Burton, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. I will concede it is a Christmas movie because here's what the selling point for me was: Austin saying that his parents gave him up on Christmas.
Also,
Comes full circle then.
also Batman uses these little bombs that kind of look like little Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, he does. But then he also murders like 40 people.
I know, yeah.
He catches a guy on fire. Like, fucking psycho.
Mhm.
All right. Another, this is probably the best LA Christmas movie, but we'll see if it is. Is LA Confidential a Christmas movie?
No.
I'd say Lethal Weapon's more of a Christmas movie than.
What?
No, not LA Confidential. That's a great movie, but I haven't seen that in a long time either. Shit. I
What's
do
your
remember it being
argument?
A great movie.
Well, it's just like the murder, like it's just Christmas. Like it's actually like the Christmas. I mean, it's not really a theme of Christmas, but Christmas is way more around this movie than Lethal Weapon.
But it doesn't need to be.
Right.
Though, you know what I
No, it
mean?
doesn't. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it needs to be, but you said Lethal Weapon. I was like, that's not.
Well, I just think it's just it's like a movie that just so happens to be on Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's not really a driving force. Like Die Hard, there is a driving force for it to be Christmas for the movie to progress.
Yeah.
Like The Ref is more of a Christmas movie
Yeah, I agree.
for sure. Okay.
So we're saying no to LA.
I'm
No,
gonna say
LA
no.
Confidential.
It just doesn't. I can't endorse that.
There goes another Kevin Spacey. Another one down. All
We're
right.
doing the Lord's work here.
Yeah. All right. Is First Blood a Christmas movie?
Oh. I'd say no. I forgot it was even during Christmas.
You're the one who reminded me it was, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh shit, people do
did?
like consider it a Christmas movie. Yes, you
I
brought
told
it
you
up
that.
to me because I talked about it with you last week.
I was having a little retard moment,
Jonah.
savant moment.
Okay.
I would say
I can't even.
no.
I can't weigh the opinion. I can't remember First Blood that well.
I would say no because I think the only reason why it's important for it to be Christmas
That's the first.
is it for
I'm
it to be
sorry.
cold for when he's in the woods. right?
I just think it makes
That's
it
when he's going through that
It
town.
makes it sadder.
God, Rambo First Blood. He's going through the town.
Uh-huh.
The cop tells him, get the fuck out of the town. We don't want any
Brian Denny.
Brian Denny. That is not
You
a
like your
Christmas
kind
movie.
around here.
No, that's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Good.
I again, cause
Great movie though.
awesome movie. I've seen that several times, and I forgot Christmas
Yeah, there's
was
a
in
couple
it.
Christmas trees on the police desk and stuff. It just makes it
Yeah.
sadder. It's like, oh, on Christmas, this guy's losing his mind.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Whatever. Is Rocky IV a Christmas movie?
No.
The final fight with Drago happens on Christmas Day in Moscow. It's a
Mhm.
huge deal.
It is.
Does
a huge
that
deal.
constitute as a Christmas movie, Jonah?
No, I think it was just
Also,
going
we
for that because
won-
they've done boxing matches on Christmas Day before.
But I believe the kid gets the robot for Christmas.
Yes. Yeah, that too. I forgot about that.
So, well, if you watch the director's cut, you don't know about the robot. But people that are our age, we know about the robot. And let me tell you something. I asked for that robot for Christmas. So, without that movie being at Christmas, I wouldn't have been disappointed for Christmas every single year for like 4 years straight.
That robot
So
wasn't a real
that
thing, though.
Christmas movie ruined my Christmas for a few years. Didn't ruin my Christmas, but made me realize that maybe my mom didn't have any money to buy a huge robot that would serve me Mountain Dews.
I mean, few people have that kind of money.
Right.
Robot Mountain Dew money.
But also, if we didn't have Christmas for Rocky IV, we wouldn't have all the turtlenecks.
Turtlenecks were just big in the 80s,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Even in the 90s. I was watching an episode of Friends the other day, and Matt LeBlanc's character, Joey, was wearing a turtleneck.
Also, like, people in the 80s were pretty stupid. So I bet you they probably would have been really confused if the movie took place in June and then he goes to Moscow and then all of a sudden he has to try to fight walking through snow.
Yeah.
Because I think people would be like, but it's June. You know what I mean?
We have to make this Christmas.
Yeah, we had to make
That's pretty funny.
Does he fight? He fights. So Creed loses to Drago. Is that around the 4th of July?
Pretty sure, yeah, because he comes out all Mr. America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if he was just doing that because it was like, I'm American, you're Russian, and our countries are in
I
the
think
Cold
it was
War.
around 4th of July.
I think it was
sure.
around
Right.
that time too. So that's why they had to make it Christmas to give him 6 months of training.
Yeah.
Right.
Around that. So it's not a Christmas movie. It's really not.
I think it is.
You think Rocky IV is a Christmas movie?
I think it also, like, what's more Christmas than America versus Russia?
I mean, I don't know, a
What the
million
fuck
things.
are you talking
Cookies.
Well, you know what? I think most people, let's be honest, I think Christmas is probably the most American sport. American sport. It's American sport. The most American holiday. Now, I know that it didn't start here. I understand the whole
most
Saint Nick
Americanized.
thing.
man, it's-
yeah.
But it's the most Americanized thing. It has become so
Americanized
America.
in the sense that with marketing and shopping and money and
Coca-Cola.
overindulgence, all
Yeah,
that shit.
all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Because we are the biggest like
Gluttony.
capitalist system, right?
Yeah.
Country. So it's like, so I think that's also like Christmas. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, America. Fuck these godless,
Yeah.
these godless, steroid up, gorgeous, hunky men.
I'm going to agree with Joe. It's not Christmas.
It's not a Christmas movie.
Fuck you guys.
Sorry,
Sorry, I
Jonah.
You don't know how sad it is to not get a goddamn robot for Christmas when you fucking circled it multiple times.
Circled it.
I don't remember that
I
being a
would-
real
that's how-
thing, man.
you- so
Nobody,
you don't know
I
this.
don't
I
know
that
anyone
I
who
did
had
that.
that.
What fucking book sold that
J.C.
robot?
Penney catalog.
Sold the robot. Nobody sold the robot, but I definitely got pictures from magazines about the goddamn robot that I circled.
You got it. That's so sad.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that's sad, Jonah. Okay, Jonah.
How sweet would that be if a robot right now came and then was like, "Oh, your levels are off," and then did the levels for
Go
us?
buy one at the Tesla store.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that one was kind of cute.
Oh. Okay,
How
Jonah. This
ugly the
one's
Cybertruck is? Jesus, that's a horrible looking car.
Jonah. This one's for you. Is Reindeer Games
Yes.
a Christmas movie?
First, I was fucking called Reindeer Games, and then Gary Sinise would say, "I don't want no reindeer games with you." Also, the guy's name is Rudolph. So it's like this is a Christmas. It's a 100%. It's 100%
Does it
Christmas
take place
movie.
at Christmas?
Yeah, it takes place during Christmas. Yes, it does, because at the end he starts whistling Christmas songs and he puts money in everybody's mailbox at the end. And it's also because, okay, it has to be a Christmas movie. Have you seen this movie?
No.
Okay.
That's
It
why I'm
has
letting
to be.
you talk, 'cause I've
Let me
never
say
seen the movie.
it has to be a Christmas movie because at the end to do this heist, it comes in a time when the only people that go to this casino are Santa Claus. People dressed up as Santa Claus. So that is like the what's the movie Pierce Brosnan?
James Bond.
No.
Mamma Mia.
Dante's Peak.
No. The one where he's the art
Mrs.
thief.
Doubtfire.
The art thief one.
Oh.
What?
The movie where he's an art thief.
I don't know.
Pierce
that.
Brosnan.
No.
It's directed by John McTiernan. Are you fucking Thomas Crown Affair? He does a Thomas Crown Affair thing where like it looks like the same guy with the top hat. It's with Christmas, right? That's great. And then also, I mean, come on, what's a better gift than seeing Charlize Theron naked? Like you get to see her naked
in Reindeer Games. She's naked.
She's naked in Reindeer Games
Full
too.
nude. Bush.
I think so.
Well, no bush. Hopefully.
I think so.
No bush.
I think so. I think so. I'm just caught.
I see her with a landing strip for some reason.
I think she did. I think she had a little bit of a little of that. It's a Christmas movie.
I'm sold on that.
It's a Christmas
All
movie.
right, man. I
Passion for
haven't
you,
seen the
Jonah.
movie, so I can't argue. We're gonna give Jonah that
Because the whole plot point is that this casino has a huge influx of cash at Christmas because
Oh.
all the Santa Clauses, all like the mall Santa Clauses go to gamble their money that
Should
day.
have started with that.
Well, I thought that you guys, I thought
No,
all three of you
I
knew
don't-
that.
I haven't seen
Okay.
it, Jonah.
So it is a Christmas movie mainly because of that point.
I see. Okay.
Right. And
right.
the guy's name's fucking Rudy.
Is Catch Me If You Can a Christmas movie?
No,
No.
love that movie, but it's not. I know he's found in France on Christmas Day, and he keeps trying to go home for Christmas, and he gets arrested the one time because he was on the front lawn on Christmas. No, it's not though, because it's a biopic that it's spanned over decades, or I don't know, maybe close to a decade.
Long
But
time, yeah.
yeah,
Good movie.
I love that fucking movie. But
Good
no.
Christmas scenes, though.
Good Christmas
Yeah, good
scene.
Christmas
Like,
scenes.
I like him
still.
answering the phone on Christmas. Like, how'd you know I was going to be here? Blah, blah, blah. Great.
Yeah, and even says that there are agents. There are no agents here. It's just me. They're all home for Christmas, but they really were fucking there.
Is there really an online discussion on if this is a Christmas movie?
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of Christmas scenes. Like, the
Right.
climax of the movie is at Christmas. Where
Was
he
it a
says, Merry
Reddit that you-
Christmas, and then he gets arrested, and then he finds his family moved on without him on Christmas.
Yeah.
But, like, the whole movie's not that. It's only, like, the last 15 minutes stretch.
God, when he finds out his dad died, that sucks.
That sucks. It's really bad.
Why do you think that?
Good one, Jonah. Yeah,
You
no.
just made fun of me for not having a family 5 minutes before we started podcasting.
Before the podcast,
Before. Not on.
not on the podcast.
Oh, really? Can we pause this on the clip and then put in all the times that both of you have made fun of me for not having a family? Because
No, it would take too long.
it would take too long. Right. So I don't want to hear that
Real
shit.
quickly though, there's a way to do it in a nice way.
Okay,
fun
can
way.
we pause
That was
the
not a
clip
fun way.
and put you guys how you did it? Because guess what? It wasn't in a nice way and it wasn't in a clever way. It was an obvious joke. But guess what? Daddy played along because I've done 5 years improv and I'll yes and everything, even the death of my parents.
I would never, ever, ever, if I were you, brag about doing 5 years of improv.
That was great.
All right.
Good. Have any of you seen The Chronicles of Narnia?
No.
Okay, I'll skip that.
Is that more of a
Spoke for
Jesus
Jonah.
movie? No, I haven't seen it.
No, they're like Santa Claus is in the movie and he gives them gifts. It's fucking bizarre.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
absolutely bizarre.
I'm watching that.
Okay. Is In Bruges? Am I saying that right? In Bruges?
Oh man, I
a Christmas
fucking
movie?
love In Bruges. That might be like almost a top 20 film for me, top 10.
Oh, really?
It's so good. But no, it's not a Christmas movie.
No.
Not,
Good
I
movie.
forgot. Is Christmas even going on? I didn't even know.
They do the thing during Christmas, like time. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
All right. Skipped it. This one clearly has Christmas all around it. So, is Iron Man 3 a Christmas movie?
It's a piece of shit.
Yeah, Iron Man 3
That's
was
what it is.
You
It's,
seen that, Jonah?
it's a lump of fucking coal. I'll
You've
tell you
seen
that.
movie?
Actually, I'm a defender of that movie. I thought it was
Iron Man
The
3
turn
is
was pretty
it's the
stupid.
worst of the three.
worse than 2.
The 2's pretty bad.
There's 2 really bad.
Yeah.
What
2's
was 2
boring.
again?
That's
2's the one
Whiplash.
with what's his face from the wrestler.
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey
Oh
Rourke.
yeah, that could have been
With the
better.
long-
Sam Rockwell's great though in that, and the car scene's great. But
Yeah, but also you know what's great in fucking 3 is
Guy Pearce.
no is the main bad guy
Guy Pearce.
in 3.
Yes.
No, the guy
The
that
guy who's faked being the bad guy. The
Yeah.
Kingsley. He's not the bad guy.
but he's so great up until the point.
No, he's really good. But
The Mandarin, right?
Yeah, if they never made that turn, I would have been like, this is.
No, I'm glad they did because then in
Really?
Shang-Chi we got the real one and he was awesome.
I didn't watch that one, but I sat next to him and
Oh,
been.
Yeah, he was good. Legends of the Ten Ring. That was a good one.
Oh, that's great.
I'd say no.
I still gotta say no because
Yeah.
I watched that the other day and I'm not remembering anything Christmas about it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, like it's about the suits. He calls for the suit. He gets a little kid helping him. It's the bad guys who have this weird power that they can almost regenerate themselves. he saves the president and like the cabinet, right, from the plane. Air Force One was going to go down. They all save him. Yeah, no. It's not a Christmas movie.
I like the idea. If you're like, I watched it the other day. It's like the guy, like
I'm sorry, everyone.
The joke. Well, I guess it's not a joke now, but like to me, it would have been funny if you were like, I just watched it the other day. It's like the guy that like drives the car in the races, and then he gets in an accident with the other guy, and then they both have to like they both like kind of become friends afterwards, and there's another guy that takes over his job, and then like he has to like come back, but then he's not good at driving around
Is this
circles.
Talladega Nights?
That's what I thought it was.
No. Then where I'm like,
That is Talladega Nights.
it is, but it's also Days of Thunder. Or I'm like,
of
Joe, I
Thunder
think
was
you
the
watched
other
Days
one.
of Thunder. Like,
That's hilarious.
that's a fun game to play. Like, oh no, I just watched that movie, and then you just do a completely
It's like the
different
most
movie.
absurd description of the
Where
movie.
you play a different movie, and then they go, no, that was that movie.
Yeah, Iron Man 3.
Yeah, you're like, no, it was fucking Iron Man 3,
It's
man.
with the blue people and the planet.
He gets the hammer from his dad. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I was only doing that because I was trying to think to myself, is there a Christmas scene I'm not familiar with? So that's why I was breaking it down scene by scene.
Homework for the three of us. We do that to somebody in our real life and just see if they have the balls to correct us.
Yeah.
That's what we should do, right? Like, Austin, what would be your choice on that? I had to do this with Joe for some reason to start stretching.
Yeah, he started stretching
My
into the
fucking-
camera.
my leg-
Trying to
Started
avoid
doing like yoga.
Sorry, dude.
That was really funny.
I had weird fucking like pain going on right
That
here.
happens when you sit there. I've
my
sat there
thigh.
before too, and my leg starts cramping.
It's
a
never
weird
happened to
strain.
me. Work out, you two. Let's
Well,
all work
you're-
out
you're
together.
used to
By the
these
way,
weird little
here's the
baby
thing though.
chairs.
I'm not saying you don't know shit about exercise and working out because you obviously do. But like Austin and I are in pretty good physical shape.
Clearly, you're not. Both of you are not.
Like you respond to us like we're fucking both wildly obese.
You're
and-
not. You're not
and-
obese.
and,
No.
you know, that
You're not
shit.
out of shape. You're not out of shape. You're just not in shape.
Motherfucker, I am in shape.
Okay.
That's right, baby.
All right.
All right.
That's
Look at
right,
this. Look at
Joe.
these shoulders for fucking days.
Fuck
You
yeah.
see that internet? Yeah, haircut though. I know that much. But anyhow, no, it's just dude. You know what I don't like about this chair? And again, it's never the chair's fault. Jonah's very big on the.
Put your
Hey,
feet on
don't
the-
blame the tool. When
'Cause
I
your
don't
feet
like.
don't-
No, they slide.
Okay.
Yeah, my feet slide too.
That's what happens, right? I need like you with fucking socks on.
I
You're
normally
not
have
wearing
shoes on
shoes.
now. I know the shoes.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. There's like I need it where like I can grip it better. You know, so
We'll switch seats next week.
it's
The same seat. They're the same
chair.
seat.
Yeah, it's not about
But
that.
maybe
Maybe I need to take my shoes off.
it's
I
like a
guess.
placebo thing. I'll get you a little.
No, my back doesn't hurt anymore.
That's good.
But
Are you
it's,
working on your core?
My leg hurt a little bit. Yeah, I work on my core a little bit. Yeah, that's right.
And your back's not hurting anymore. Huh.
My core was being worked on anyway, dude. It was posture. It was a posture issue.
Right, because your core is failing and your posture goes away.
Okay, because people just have bad posture sometimes.
Because they don't have a strong core. What's the next movie?
So Iron Man 3 didn't make it.
No.
We're not doing Iron Man 3. This one I will fight both of you to the death. Is Gremlins a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
because it's a
Great
Christmas
answers.
gift.
It's a Christmas gift.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a capitalism
'Cause-
Christmas.
Well, you would only take
commentary.
that risk for a Christmas gift.
Mhm.
You know, you're not buying your son a random gift with that kind of fucking risk behind it where it's like, wait a minute, there's a bunch of instructions. It's some weird little fuzzy thing that may or not be legal in this country. You know, but for Christmas, it's like, I want to go above and beyond. I'm a fucking salesman. I'm never home. This is going to be something special for, although the kid's like fucking 17 or 18.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
Yeah,
he
he's
has a
kinda
dog
old.
already.
Yeah, he has a fucking dog. Now that I think about it, it's a stupid plot device,
No, it's
actually.
a horrible plot device. Also, it's snowing and the gremlins are just walking in the snow, but they're not allowed to get wet. There's a lot of questions to ask about this
Because
movie,
it's
but
not
great.
in its liquid form.
Oh my god.
By the way, I rewatched that not that long ago. Better when I was a kid.
No,
Really?
Joe.
No. Oh.
Sorry. Didn't
Watch
hold up.
two. Watch
It's two maybe, but it's two of
Two's-
them were there at the party. It was like a work party.
Yeah, kinda,
they had
yeah,
office
yeah,
party,
yeah.
New Year's party, yeah.
Two's good. You should rewatch it.
I
But
love
but
that.
watch it in knowing that it's not one at all, and it's almost like
It's spiteful.
it's yes.
He didn't want to make it.
The Key and Peele sketch is great on that one.
Yes, very good. I watched that recently.
Mm.
So yes, Gremlins, good.
That was easy. That's easy. Yes.
Yep.
Good job, Joe.
Good
Easy
job.
yes.
All right, is Edward Scissorhands a Christmas movie?
That's
No.
a yeah. Oh,
Why is it a Christmas movie, Jonah?
I just think of it as a Christmas movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I think of it as a scissors movie.
Cause it,
I got him.
like a lesbian porn.
Yeah.
Yes, and that shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like the whole movie feels like it takes place inside of a snow globe, and then snow globes remind me of Christmas.
It takes place in like just boring suburbia to me, and where people don't understand anyone that's different, so they're assholes to people who are even a little different.
Isn't basically a
you have
Nutcracker
weird
story,
hair
though?
and scissors, and you live in an attic, so I'm going to make your life miserable for no fucking reason.
It's basically the Nutcracker.
I don't know, is that the Nutcracker? I've never seen the
Basically,
Nutcracker.
right? Am I right, Austin?
Yeah, I mean,
I've
it
not seen
is.
the
Yeah, but I
Nutcracker.
mean, like, you can watch it anytime, really.
But it's
I'm
the
not on that
Nutcracker.
bandwagon.
Is there? I don't even think there's snow. Is there snow in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
There is.
there's a really famous snow scene. So.
Oh, is it snowing in
looks
the
like
attic?
a snow globe. That looks
When
like
it's
she's
snowing in
the
the attic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What happens at the end of Edward Scissorhands?
I don't know.
Does he die?
No, he becomes Vega in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nice reference.
Good
He becomes a
twist.
full scissor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no, but you guys could outvote me if you want.
I'd say no.
Okay, I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gladly outvoted on it.
All right, great.
Yeah.
We only have time for like one or two more, I think, right? We're coming up against the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We're at an hour.
We can do a couple more.
Let's
real
do a couple
quick.
more.
Yeah.
All right,
How much
ready?
more? How many more do you have on your list?
5.
Let's do 3.
All right, but we don't need to. All right, cool. Have fun.
Okay.
We'll be quick.
Ready? Okay. Is Eyes Wide Shut a Christmas movie?
Yes.
See, this is a movie I haven't seen that you
Yes.
guys.
Oh,
have.
okay. Well,
Let's
so
go, Jeff.
so
I'll tell
you
what.
guys can.
They start a fight at a Christmas party.
Yep.
Opening scene. Then they go back, and then it's just all about they hate each other apparently, and she's not happy with their sex life or whatever. And she assumes he's fucking other people, and then he's like, "I'm not though." She gets fucking crazy, I think.
Yeah, they're both insane.
Didn't you
They're
just
both
rewatch
nuts.
that, Joe?
I didn't rewatch it. I caught it for the first time ever like 2 years ago at a hotel room.
It
Yeah.
sticks with you, Jonah.
It sticks with you because I never saw it before. So then he gets
Right.
called out like to go visit someone, and it's clearly Christmas time on the streets.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
So
I just watched it too, and I thought it was weird that the kids were in it. Right before that happens, don't the kids they get like a board game and then they play the thing,
Are you talking
He's
about
doing
and
the
then they get
Jumanji.
caught.
He's
In
doing
it.
the-
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Jumanji.
okay.
he's doing the
Oh,
gag
good.
from
I didn't see
earlier.
that coming.
Yeah. And then the movie ends with them Christmas shopping.
Yeah, and then like it's like a Christmas orgy. Like
Mm.
it's decorated that way. Also,
Yeah.
it's notorious for every scene there's a Christmas tree lit up besides the last one. The Christmas tree's turned off.
Okay.
So like they use it that way. It's supposed to like add to family and stuff. Like it's Stanley Kubrick. There's a fucking reason
Yeah.
Christmas is in
Yeah, you
the
sold me.
movie.
Sold me.
Yeah, totally.
So
Yes, yes.
I think it adds a lot on it. If you take it away, you just get a story of a guy who's horny. So
She was too.
It's like a normal Christmas story, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
very true. Yeah. Okay, is The Long Kiss Goodnight a Christmas movie?
Yes, it is.
Never saw it, so I'll say yes.
Austin, debate. What do you
I
think?
haven't seen it. I put that on there for you. I thought you. would've seen it
Yes,
too.
I think it is.
We don't have to debate. Just say yes. Move on, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll just say this. I think it is because it is really a family oriented movie. I don't think it like Christmas is really a huge plot device, but except for the fact that it is like Christmas Carol in a way where it is a woman that is struggling with like her past and trying to figure herself as her present and then what to do in the future. So it's that. So because of that, I think it's a Christmas movie. And it's just a fucking awesome action movie. And please, for the love of God, watch it.
All right.
It's very good. And Gina
Sounds
Davis,
good at.
when Gina Davis
I like her.
is
Good actress.
blonde and starts wearing makeup, it's I'm gonna mock that up as being a real fucking hot bitch. I'll tell you that. It is insane.
Legs for days.
And then Samuel Jackson is very good in it.
I forgot he's in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more. This one was
No, one
interesting.
more.
What?
One more. We said we do 3. Eyes Wide Shut, Long Kiss Goodnight, and
Oh.
now this one.
Damn. Okay. Let me get rid of this one then. Okay, this is one that a lot of people my age watch every Christmas. Is Harry Potter a Christmas movie? Mainly the first 3.
I've never seen any.
I've
of
never
them.
seen him either.
What? You never
No,
watched
you
it?
haven't either? Yeah.
Oh, well, that was lame.
I thought
My
you were
two
gonna. I
sma-
thought you were gonna look at me because you got so excited to debate these things.
No, my sons just saw the first one recently, but I wasn't.
And you're
there.
like, I'm not in the fucking room,
Yeah,
kids.
I wasn't home.
Oh, okay,
But like,
okay.
yeah,
I like the idea
never-
of you being like, "Fuck that, you watch it."
No, I've never seen them. I mean, I've heard great things. The
Never.
people who love them love them. They made
yeah.
8 of them. They've obviously did very well. People are into them. They're supposed to be fun movies, but I just never. I was too old when they came out,
Agreed.
and I just.
I think
you
we
know.
thought we were too old. Everyone's always like, "No, watch them." They get pretty mature as they go along.
Yeah.
Well, no, because there are a lot of people our age.
Yeah, they
that
love
do
'em.
love them.
Yeah, but they're also people that haven't had sex in a long time.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 8 of those movies, and it spans a good 9, and then spans like what 15 years.
Yeah.
So there are people, there's multiple generations. So there was like probably like 12-year-olds who were getting into it when the last one came out, and then they went back and watched all the previous ones. But I always thought
I respect you more now.
I was born in a weird spot where I missed out on some of these big franchises because I was either a little too old or not too old, but thought I was too cool.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean?
The thought you're too cool is a problem, I think, in our generation.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was like, Catch Me If You Can. I was like, I ain't gonna fucking watch the Leos in that shit. I ain't watching that fucking dumbass
Oh, yeah, I
shit.
forgot you had that.
And then I watched it as an adult, and I was like, what the fuck was I missing? Same thing with Titanic. I just rewatched Titanic, and the first time I watched it, I was like, fucking stupid ass movie. Fucking everybody likes this movie. And then I watched it again, and I was like, pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Hey, Jonah, I can't wait for that to happen to you when you watch the 2 Avatar movies.
I won't. No, because that was past that. I'm too cool for it. And I was super excited for the first one. And guess what happened? I disappointed myself. And I should have yeet myself off a building, which is, I'm going to plug myself into a blue something and just jump off.
I remember Pirates of the Caribbean thinking, I'm not going to see a pirate movie. And then I saw it like on TV or someone put it, I think my cousin made me watch it. And because we did a movie draft. Me and my two cousins were hanging out, the three of us, after being at like, it was like 2 a.m. Be like, what movie should we watch? And you spread out all the DVDs and you would pick the movies you definitely didn't want to watch. Whatever was left was the movie you had to watch.
Yeah, I did that.
And we watched Pirates of the Caribbean, and I remember being like, fuck, this is great.
I know.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
The first one.
That's a list we should do. I mean, I don't think we should do so many movies in a row, but like in the future, we should do like, oh man, we were wrong.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, well, that's been, I'm sorry.
Do you just want to do this because we didn't know Harry Potter? Do you want to finish one?
The
or
other
no?
one was
I think it's funny that we ended on one we didn't see, but go ahead. All right, let's just hear it.
The other one was When Harry Met Sally.
No.
No.
It's a romantic comedy.
And it spans too long. I think it spans, unless it spans every single
I think
Christmas.
that's what happens again.
Doesn't need to be on Christmas. Doesn't even need a holiday reference. Yeah.
Isn't the, like the main climax happen at New Year's also?
The main climax happens when she's at the diner, right?
Nice.
I'll have what she's having. That's been the podcast for this week. I hope everyone, this one's coming out December 18th. And then the next, we'll have one on Christmas Day for you. But I hope your holiday season's going wonderfully to all of our listeners all around the world. On behalf of Jonah Jurkens, producer Austin, I'm Joe Kilgallon. Thank you for listening to Let's Get Dumb.